Hi, my name is Adi. I'm the kitchen and bath designer here with ATOZ Renovations. I'm currently standing in a completed gut reno we did here in Park Slope, Brooklyn. This project entailed both a kitchen and a bathroom. I'm going to go ahead and give you a tour of the space. The original layout was a straight run starting from just about over here, and then there was a wall over here. So this type of island where there's a wall attached to one end is called a peninsula island. And by eliminating this wall area, what we essentially did is create a freestanding island. So you now have clearance to walk on either end. There used to be a washer-dryer closet over here, so the washer and dryer were double stacked, and it was framed in with a sheetrock wall and a door, and that really closed off the space. So what we did instead is we got rid of that, we put the refrigerator shifted over to this side, a full height pantry over here, and then for the washer-dryer, we tucked it under the counter over here. This is a single appliance, but it does function as both the washer and the dryer, and since it's an under-counter model, it's really nice and tucked away. Now there used to be two drop ceiling areas over here called soffits. The first one was running across the length of the kitchen and it divided the kitchen from the rest of the living space. So by eliminating that, it now feels more open and connected to the rest of the room. The second one was connecting the wall cabinet to the ceiling. And by getting rid of that one as well, what we were able to do is double stack the wall cabinets, bring them up to the ceiling, and give my client more storage space. One obstacle we had to build the cabinets around was a vent that was in this wall from the washer dryer. So we framed around that with sheetrock, and then what we did to conceal it is put this deep panel going all the way back so it looks like it's a full depth pantry, but if you look at this pantry, it's only a couple of inches deep. So this is blocking off the front of the vent. And since it isn't very deep, what my client decided to use this for is spice storage. So you'll notice there are a lot of small shelves, which is perfect for small jars of spices. Now for the sink, it stayed in the existing location, but we did go ahead and switch it out from an undermount model to a farm sink model because the client did like that aesthetically. So you'll notice that the sink itself is a much larger basin. It's cutting into the cabinet itself. The drain did have to be lowered to accommodate that. This is a really popular style actually in this neighborhood. I do a lot of this in Park Slope. And then just to the right of it, what appears to be a cabinet is actually a panel-ready dishwasher. So on the front, again, it's almost like a cabinet door, but then if you were to open it, you'll see the interior is an appliance. For the lighting plan in the kitchen, we have these overhead recessed lights as well as under cabinet lighting, which are tucked just under the wall cabinets over here. This light rail molding is concealing it, and this just gives additional light for whoever's preparing food in this area. For the island, there are two large cabinets side by side. One is full height door with a dividing shelf, and the other is a draw base, which essentially is a top draw 6 inches high for cutlery utensils, and the bottom two 12 inches high for pots and pans. There also is a wide piece of quartz countertop over here that's uninterrupted by any sort of appliance, which is really great as a food prep area. We went ahead and put decorative doors on both the sides and back of the island so that you see that cabinet feel all around the space. And then for the back, the client came in with this idea of butcher block, so we went ahead and put this butcher block extension onto the back, which is a really nice little breakfast nook so that her children can sit and eat breakfast in the morning. For the flooring, there was originally this orange linoleum, which we tore up and put in this really beautiful neutral looking floor tile. It's not just installed in a grid installation pattern, it's in a subway installation pattern, so that gives it a little bit of visual interest since it is more of a quiet tile. And since the flooring is level throughout, the hardwood and the tile are both on the same level, they're flush with each other, we were able to divide that with a small metal edge trim. Now for the finishes used in this space, the client wanted a two-tone kitchen, so we opted for these beautiful navy blue base cabinets and then white for the upper cabinets to open up the space, plain white for the countertops, which is a really clean modern look, and then we brought a little bit of character into the backsplash tile with these Calicut subway tiles. Then for the metal of the space, we went with black matte. So you'll notice the faucet and the hardware are both this beautiful black matte finish. For the bathroom part of the renovation, it was pretty much cosmetic, which means we weren't making major changes to the layout. We were just switching out the finishes to updated finishes based on the client's preference. The only one change that was done to the layout is originally we had one medicine cabinet over the vanity, which is pretty much standard, and there was just a shelf above the toilet. But in order to increase the storage capacity of the space, we did go ahead and put a second recessed medicine cabinet over here. So you've got some more storage in the form of shelving. The vanity is custom. It's more of a modern design, a flat door front floating with plumbing draws. It's in this wood finish. You can see the draw fronts don't have handles. It's just an integrated pull-out over here with a Gola channel. And then for the countertop, We extended it past the vanity area onto a ledge. This is called a banjo. It's one piece of stone, and it creates a nice little shelving area just above the toilet. The metal seen throughout the space is in a brass finish, so you'll see this in the plumbing fixtures. We have the tub spout, shower head, and then a handheld on a diverter and trim. As for the tub itself, we chose to keep the existing and just reglaze it to be white. The same collection used for the shower fixtures is also used in the vanity faucet and the bathroom accessories, so it gives the overall look a very cohesive feel. For the tile plan, we opted to go ceiling height only in the shower area, and then bring the tile continuous halfway throughout, ending at one tile. And then we brought the floor tile into the niche area over here. So you'll notice that while the wall tile itself is this really neutral shade of beige, you have that same color mirrored in the mosaic tile. So it's a really nice look side by side. I hope you enjoyed this tour, and if you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out.